Welcome, my fellow artists. I'd like to talk to you right now about doing your relief cut printmaking, your Linocut printmaking. You can see I've got some ink out here, and I've opened that up. I've got a spatula, and I've got a couple of these clear plexiglass sheets, one for the ink, and the other one will be for printing on the press. You need a roller, the ink, you need your lino block clearly, and then the plexiglass. You need a press. There's 3 presses, and you'll see that right here, if you look really closely, they're set at 12. Actually, it's from the bottom to 1, that's 1 inch, so it's 1 1/4 inch, but it says 12. But you need to get the other side too, and you just adjust it by twisting these if they're not already set. So adjust them down or up to 1 on 1 1/4 or the 12 on both sides. You're going to put, this is the rack for drying. You're going to put your artwork after you print onto there. So let's go ahead and I'll demonstrate how to print this. And your goal is to get 20 prints, 20 good prints without flaws, and then you will sign them, and I'll show you how to do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is this is ready. The press is all ready. You got to do that first. I'm going to take, I have a whole bunch of ink here. You can see how much ink I have on that. You don't need that much. You might need to go different directions and just get it nice and thin. There's no pressure with this. You don't want to push real hard. Notice you need some scratch paper under here because I don't want to clean up any messes on the table, and you don't want to clean up any messes any more than you have to. Now I'm just gently going in different directions to get this on the raised surface of your lino block, only on the raised surface. So I might have to go back to my ink slab several times to get some more ink. So I'm just layering this on here, and even I'm getting ink a little bit in the texture of my carving. That's one good earmark of a carving, of a true, they call them wood block carvings, but this is lino block. It's a true lino block carving because you can see the texture a little bit in the print. Okay, so I've got that. I've got some paper ready. So you might need 20 or 30 sheets of paper ready to print this. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to put be very careful lifting this up. I'm going to pull the tray out and lift up this felt. Do not print on the felt. There's no reason to do that. Put this in the middle. Carefully place your paper onto the block, and then take your, I call this a tympan, this plexiglass right on top, and push it in there kind of tight. It won't grab unless you push tight, push hard, and then it'll start to grab and you can roll it through. You can feel it almost drop off the edge, and this will go free. Lift this side up. You can also start from the other side and go that way, but let's check this out to see how it turned out. There it is, a nice clean print. So you can tell it's nice and clean because all my relief areas are solid. In these areas, it's not salty. They call it salty when there's little white marks showing up, but I can see somewhere there's these cracks that are filling in with ink, which means I have a little bit too much ink. You'll know if you have too much ink because your carving starts to fill in, and then you just need to take this and wash it out. You can also use other colors, but you need to wash your roller and the spatula and your lino block off completely to get all the ink off so your next prints don't get contaminated. Where do you put this? You put this in the rack. So once you make 20 or 30 of these, only 20 of them are going to be good. You're going to throw your worst ones in the garbage. You can just tear them up. Now, what we're going to do is right now talk about how to sign these. So I don't have a pen, but I'm going to use this marker. If I end up with 20 good prints, and this is my first one, I'm going to write 1, we'll do it on this side. We're going to write 1/20. The next one would be 2/20 until you get all the way to 20/20. You give it a title. So this one is my Mongolian warrior. So I'm going to call it Mongolian. And then I'm going to sign it. So put your signature down there. I'm doing this while it's wet, so I'm trying to be careful. Just do your signature. And then you're going to put the year. So this is 2020. All right. Once you have all of those in a set, then you'll document those by taking a picture of all of them in a row when they're dry. And actually what we end up doing is we trade these with other students. So you will hand these in even though you're going to take a picture of all of them for Canvas. Okay? If you have any questions or need help in class, you're always welcome to talk to me there.